Hey everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm 23, and what I'm about to tell you, well, at first it was hard to accept. However, now I find it as normal as drinking water. And if you don't think of drinking water as something normal, you should probably make some changes in your life. Seriously, drink water. Anyways, now let's start with the story of my pretty unique relationship. I had my first boyfriend, Mike, right before I finished school. He was an idiot, like every guy is when they're 18. The only good thing about him was that he showed me new things that I really enjoyed, like getting laid and drinking beer. Yes, those are normal things, but understand, back then, they weren't normal for me. Plus, nowadays it seems like everything goes. I guess that's cool. Kids now are way more free and judge each other less, I think. Anyways, after Mike came Doug. He was really special to me. With him, I learned something truly important that I want to share with you, so take note. Doing it is kind of a big deal for a relationship. I know everybody would tell you that intercourse isn't the most important thing in the world, and they're probably right, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't care about it. Relationships are like tables. They need legs to work. Those legs are confidence, communication, honesty, and getting laid as much as possible. If one of them doesn't work, the best you can do is change the table. Doug taught me that. Unfortunately, that was the only leg that worked great. The others, not so much. So he changed me. Then a year ago, I met Colin. He's an awesome guy, and I fell in love with him as soon as we met. He's a chef, very passionate about everything he does. Every time he speaks, it's like you're hearing a TED Talk. It's impossible not to feel motivated when you're around him. Eventually, we started dating, and now we've been together 6 months. When I say it like that, it seems like everything is perfect, right? Spoiler alert, it's not. So 3 of our table legs work great. We only need 1 more to have a wonderful relationship. The thing is that our sex intercourse table leg isn't really working. Yeah, it makes for a wonky table. Every time we try to do something, he's not really excited to do it. Literally. We tried for over a month and it was always the same. I started feeling really bad about myself. I thought that the only thing that didn't motivate him enough was me. It was pretty rough until he told me the truth. He confesses to me that he's deeply in love with me, but he has a condition, or I guess a strong fetish called dogging. Some others may call it cruising. It's a fetish that makes people want to do it in public places. The thing with Colin was that he would only feel horny in those specific conditions. Knowing that made me feel better. We just needed to try it. And it worked. It really did. We have done it in several different public places, and it rocks. Seriously, even if you or your partner don't have this fetish, you should still try it. There is something so hot and exciting about the possibility of getting caught that makes it even hotter. Here are some of the places that I personally recommend to try it. Parking lots, stores' dressing rooms, restaurants and mall bathrooms, alleys, parks at night, and museums if they don't have any cameras. Always keep in mind to check the corners, guys. That's our secret. Anyways, name some random place and we've probably done it there, or at least tried to. Admittedly, not every try is successful, but it's still fun to run the risk. And we've never, ever been caught. Once the police almost caught us in a parking lot near the supermarket. They noticed the car was moving and came over to ask what we were doing. I improvised the excuse that Colin was allergic to peanuts and I'd opened a bag without knowing and he had a reaction and I had to give him an EpiPen. Colin was so shocked by the situation that the police officer bought the lie. So yesterday we went to the beach and he asked me to do some oral underwater while we were surrounded by people, like the Little Mermaid style. It doesn't get any wilder. Or so I thought. After a few minutes doing it, I felt something really strange in my mouth. I wasn't really sure what was going on. Maybe everything was different because of the salt water. So whatever, I swallowed to avoid making a mess in the water. It was an experience for sure. The point of telling you this story is to motivate you to talk with your partner, to be honest with him or her or whatever pronoun they prefer. It'll make everything better and maybe you'll find something new that you're into. Who knows? What do you guys think? I'll be reading your comments.